This has been such a cool experience, and there's one just on the rock just behind me, fast asleep. It's got a nice little spot he's just snoozing. And these ones are so cute, like the way they walk. So funny. Hey everyone, we're Hannah and Jonny, also known as Finding Our Adventure. In this epic series, we're tackling the wild and beautiful roads of South Africa. Our journey begins in Johannesburg before we explore the incredible Kruger National Park. From there, we cross the border into Eswatini and then towards Lesotho to take on the legendary Sani Pass. After crossing back into South Africa, we hit the stunning garden route before arriving in Cape Town 1 month later.
Good afternoon everybody, and welcome to the final episode of our Overlanding South Africa series. We have driven from where we were in the last episode to Cape Town, and we've driven through Cape Town, which was amazing because so many memories from all the places I used to live as we were driving past. And we've heading through Cape Town down to the south to Simonstown, and we've just arrived at Tintswalo Boulders. Now if you remember one of our first episodes of our South Africa series, we stayed at Tintswalo Safari, so we're really excited to be ending off our trip here in South Africa at Tintswalo Boulders. But we're going to head inside now and give you a room tour because it's absolutely incredible, and if you know about Boulders Beach then you'll know there's penguins.
We are staying in the Bounty Room at Tintswalo Boulders, and I'm going to give you a quick tour of where we're staying. So as you come in, we have like this hallway space with lots of cupboards just here to put all your stuff. And then on this side we've got the bathroom with a lovely bath and a window looking out over Boulders Beach, so you can see the penguins just out through there. And then on this side we've got a lovely sink, toilet, bidet and shower, and there's a really nice like round window here framing out onto the beach as well. Then as you come through to the main bedroom, we've got more cupboards on this side. And then we have got the snack area, which I've already been nibbling into. Got some like toffee popcorn, sweets, cookies, Kit Kats, you name it, they've got it. And then on this side, we have got like a desk space. And then through to the main bedroom, got huge high ceilings in here, which makes it feel very big. Lots of windows going all the way around, and we've got our bed just here with very big like side chest of drawers actually as side tables, which is fantastic. Very grand lighting. And then on this side we've got some seating area, and then these windows look out over the beach as well. We're really excited to stay here and be back in Cape Town after almost 10 years since we were last here. And we did come to Boulders Beach then, but we went through like the main gate, so it's going to be really exciting to go and explore some different parts of the beach and go and see the penguins.
We've just left our room and now we're heading down to what is called the Penguin Gate here at Tintswalo Boulders, which gets us out towards the beach. And luckily for us, our wild card works here as well, so we won't have to pay any conservation fees to go to the beach. But yeah, we're excited to see the penguins.
I'm just locked out through the gate and we can see penguins straight away, just down here. Oh, that one's got eggs. It's nesting. It'll rain.
We've made it down to Boulders Beach, and we've come through this secret passage away from the main part of Boulders Beach where most of the tourists hang out, and we've come through the rocks and we've pretty much got it all to ourselves. I think there's a handful of people over there, but there's literally no one else here. It's so much quieter than where it is busy over there, so we're just going to walk around here now and hopefully find some penguins.
You can definitely smell the penguins because it smells very fishy. I just spotted our second penguin, but on the first one on the beach, and it was just cleaning itself. And we've just walked through a rain cloud and now the sun's come out, so let's go and find them. And we've got to be careful because they can bite. Oh look, there they are. There's loads on the rock over there. Well, this has been such a cool experience. It feels like we're on our own little private beach. There are a few other people now as well, but you can just watch the penguins every now and then. They come swimming in their pairs, and then they come up to the rocks and like the bushy area. I think it's where they've got all their nests at the moment. We saw a couple of like eggs inside, and they're making a lot of noise at the moment because I think they're like guarding them from the dassies. This has been such a cool experience, and there's one just on the rock just behind me, fast asleep. It's got a nice little spot where he's just snoozing. And these ones are so cute, like the way they walk, so funny. What? They live in paradise, that's for sure. This beach is beautiful and the colour of the water is completely clear. It's not too cold either, so I've like just been walking around in my swimming costume, and yeah, it's really nice when the sun comes out as well. It feels nice and warm. But yeah, couldn't have asked for better. I thought it was going to be a storm. Oh, look at that one. It's crawling under the rock.
Back to the hotel now.
Yeah, we're going to head back to the hotel now. You can see why these penguins haven't moved from here, because if I was them, I would love to live here. Free admission?
Yep.
Oh yeah. So we've just walked out of the entrance that we come to, and we've come to the main entrance, and it's like on a boardwalk, and we've found some more penguins. So the hotel is literally just up there, and on this side we've got loads of penguins. So we're back at the hotel, and they have got a rooftop pool here at Tintswalo Boulders, and you can see the penguins literally on the rocks just down below.
We've just left the hotel and we're walking down into town for dinner, and as we've been walking along the road we noticed in the distance that there's a penguin standing in the middle of the road, and as we got a little bit closer he's hidden under the car, but yeah, he's just taking a walk. It was funny because when we got back to the hotel room I said I wonder if they come up to the hotel, and Hannah's like, oh, they obviously don't come up this high, but now we've just seen them on the road, so They must come up here. Imagine waking up in your garden and seeing penguins.
I wonder if they go for a dip in the pool.
Yeah, go for a swim in the swimming pool. But yeah, I'll show you him now. He's just chilling under the car like a cat would. You okay in there, Mr. Penguin?
So we've made it to Fran's place this evening for dinner, and it's just like a short walk from the hotel. We've got a sea view just behind me, the sun's just set, and I have gone for, they've got like fresh seafood on the menu, so I've got fresh fish, chips and calamari, and Johnny's gone for a traditional Cape Malay curry. I think it's a lamb one and it smells really good. It's got poppadom on top. But yeah, we're going to dig in now because we are very hungry and tired and ready for bed. Wow, this is cute. They've put out like a path of petals and loads of really cute little candles leading us to the bed. And they've got love heart candles on the floor. Oh, they got, look, cute little penguin. Little penguin towels and Smarties. These are Johnny's favourite, so he's going to be very happy with those. And there is also a penguin love poem.
I'm not sure what they think's going to be happening here tonight.
Well, I'm so tired, I'm going straight to bed. I'm going to cuddle up this little penguin and go right to sleep.
Good morning everybody. We had an incredible sunrise this morning. When we saw it out the window, we had to go up to the pool to take some photos and film a bit of video, and it was absolutely beautiful across the bay. The water was super calm and it was very peaceful. And then we went down to Boulders Beach to the penguins again, and Hannah went for a swim, some penguins swim around her, which was really cool. And after all that, we've worked up a bit of an appetite, so we've had a shower and we're ready to head down to breakfast now.
Well, we've got a beautiful view this morning for breakfast, overlooking the ocean. We've been watching some of the kayakers, and the penguins also going out to get their breakfast. And ours has just arrived. I've got eggs Benedict and Jonny has got avocado on toast.
We have just made it to Calc Bay, which is just a bit further along from Simonstown. There's lots of cool shops along here, cafes, amazing views of False Bay as well, which is really cool. And we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. Well, we're not going to be doing a lot of stuff in this episode. We're taking it very easy before we fly back to the UK in the next couple of days, because we've done a lot of stuff in Cape Town before. But what we will be doing is we will be writing all of our travel guides and telling you all the best things to do in Cape Town, like climbing Table Mountain, Devil's Peak, Lion's Head, Signal Hill, all that sort of stuff that we're not going to be doing now, but we have done many times before. So yeah, stay tuned for our website travel guides, because they will be very detailed from our experience of living here. and yeah, they're going to be really good, but we're just going to enjoy our time now and take it nice and easy. Calc Bay is very beautiful. It has lots of beautiful shops surrounded by the mountains here, and just with the sea on one side. It's just very peaceful, and we've really enjoyed looking around. But it's going to be very warm today. Apparently it was quite cloudy and rainy yesterday morning in Cape Town, but this morning it's absolutely roasting, and yeah, it's just very nice.
So after exploring a lot of the shops and beautiful streets, we've just come to Zola's Cafe, and it's got like a really nice outdoor garden area, and it's got a really nice relaxed feel to it. We've gone for some cold iced hot chocolates, and they taste really good, just what we need, because we're feeling a bit tired and our throats really hurt. So I think the tiredness is kicking in and we're ready just to sleep for when we get back. As it's a beautiful day today, we are going to be driving Chapman's Peak Drive, which is one of the most beautiful drives you can do in the world. It is absolutely stunning. There is a toll road for it, so you have to pay to go on the road. It's 64 Rand for a car, but there is some beautiful beaches, and you kind of like hug the mountains as you drive along, and our destination is Hout Bay. Just got to the entrance and it's closed, isn't it? So from 10 till 4 every Wednesday in February and March, apparently they do vegetation clearing, so don't come on a Wednesday.
After our failed attempt at driving Chapman's Peak today, we decided to go to the Deus Ex Machina shop in Hout Bay, which was really cool. And on the way we drove through the Constantia Valley, and last time we were in Cape Town we stayed in Constantia for a month exploring Cape Town, which was really cool. It's such a beautiful area. We always love how like the valley is with the trees lining all the roads, and it's just incredibly peaceful there. And now we've just come down to Muizenberg and we're on the beachfront. It's got a little bit windy this afternoon, so we're just looking out and watching the surfers, which is really cool. And there's a group of school kids behind us having a great time as well.
They're about to have surf lessons, I think.
Yeah, so they're all about to go surfing, but yeah, it's lovely here. So we're just going to have a very relaxed afternoon, just taking it nice and easy. And we're going to go to one of our favourite places later, and it's called Kauai, and it sells like healthy kind of like wraps and smoothies and stuff. It is a chain restaurant or cafe kind of thing, but it is really delicious. So yeah, we've been waiting to get to Cape Town to go get one of those.
So in Cape Town they have to spot for sharks, because you can get great whites here in the ocean. So they have this scheme called Shark Spotters, and they basically have people on the lookout for sharks, and then they have specific flags that show whether or not there are no sharks. But today we have got a black flag, which means that they're not sure. So basically
it's murky water.
Yeah, there's poor visibility. So the last sighting that they had here was back in February. So I think, and there's plenty of people in there, so you're fine.
Good morning everybody. We have woken once again to another beautiful day here in Cape Town. There's not a cloud on the horizon. Well, actually there is a few clouds on the horizon now, but over the mountains where we've been there's no clouds whatsoever. It's a lovely warm beautiful day, and we've just started Chapman's Peak Drive. If you remember from yesterday where we were, we did try to get up, but on Wednesdays apparently in March it's closed, but it's open today and we've got incredible weather for it. And yeah, it's our last day here in Cape Town. Last night we were pretty exhausted. We feel absolutely bushwhacked, so we didn't film much yesterday evening. We went out to dinner to a incredible Mexican, which was absolutely fantastic. The food was incredible and the atmosphere was amazing. And today we've woken up still feeling absolutely exhausted, and we've got a full day of adventure and exploring some of our favourite parts of Cape Town before flying home back to the UK this evening. So I think we're going to try and make the most of it, and then we've got a evening flight where we can just crash.
And just to add that the Chapman's Peak Drive, it is closed on Wednesdays, but it's in a certain time period. So I think it was after 4.
February and March.
Yeah, but after 4 PM you can still drive it. So it is supposed to be spectacular for sunsets, because you get them on this side of the coast. So if you can do it for sunset, you'll get great views. But today we are heading up north, and it's pretty busy on here compared to last time, isn't it?
Yeah.
But still just as beautiful.
But check out that view. We've just stopped off at one of the many viewpoints, and the views here are absolutely epic. We can see across now over to Hout Bay, and we're just winding our way around the mountain here. It's very tight and twisty, and it is one of our absolute favourite drives in the world. We love coming here and driving Chapman's Peak, and you can see behind us here just the rocks and the road and going through the tunnels and the overhangs and everything. It's absolutely amazing, and if you're lucky and you're here at the right time of year, you can even spot whales from up here as well. Just next to the toll gate, when you get finished Chapman Peak Drive, there's this hidden boardwalk that you can come to. There's literally no one else on it right now, so we've got it all to ourselves, but it's got incredible views out over Hout Bay. You can see the incredible turquoise water down there, and that building down there, if you can see it, is Tintswalo Atlantic. If you've been following our adventures so far, and in this episode we stayed at Tintswalo Boulders, and towards the beginning of our overlanding adventure we stayed at Tintswalo Safari. That is one of their other accommodations, and apparently that one is absolutely incredible. So next time we're in Cape Town, we're definitely going to have to stay there. So last night we were considering our options of how to get this fish home. If you've not seen the previous episodes of where we bought this wire fish, that was massive. We decided last night that instead of trying to carry it onto the plane, we were just going to bend the nose in and the bit of the tail, because we figured we could bend it back into shape when we got to the UK. We packaged it up last night. We just got to the post office, and I've got a receipt for it going on the boat. So it's going to take 3 months to get back to the UK. Very similar to what we did last time we were in South Africa when we shipped stuff back. It took about 3 months. But I don't remember getting a tracking number last time, so I've got a tracking number this time, which is really good. So yeah, in 3 months' time we'll have a wire fish.
And how much was it?
It was about 20 quid to ship all the way to UK. And you can do airmail, which is just probably about £45. So we thought we're in no rush to get it. So 3 months' time we'll have a fish, hopefully, knocking on our door. We'll forget about it like we did last time, and we'll get a knock on the door and we'll be like, what's this? And we'll be like, oh yeah, a fish.
It'll be a nice surprise.
Yep.
We've just driven further north to the V&A Waterfront, which is a lovely marina where they've got like shops and lots of cafes and restaurants. So we've come here for some lunch because we're absolutely starving, and we are in the Time Out Market. We've gone for a pepperoni pizza, which is massive, and it's in the shape of a square. Okay, we're going to dig into this now, and then I think we're going to go browse around some of the shops. So we've decided to finish our time here at Cape Town, coming down to, this is Glen Beach, which is just next to Camps Bay, which you can see in the background. It has got the most incredible views of the 12 Apostles, which are behind me here, and Table Mountain is just over that side. I think you can just see the back end of the cable car just up there, and there's no one else on this beach. Everybody else is on the main Camps Bay beach. It's very busy along the high street there, and we thought, oh, we'll just maybe see if we can come down this side and have a bit more of a quieter space, because we are so tired. I think we're going to have a really nice nap on the beach, soak in as much vitamin D as we can before we go back to the UK, and yeah, and maybe even get a really nice sunset.
Recently we saw a video by quite a famous YouTuber from their time in Cape Town, and it's something we've been thinking about on this trip, because Cape Town and South Africa have a reputation of being quite a dangerous place, and having personally lived here for a few years, it's quite interesting to see how my personal feelings of Cape Town and South Africa are compared to what is in the media and what most tourists would hear from some locals and from what they see on certain websites and stuff. So in this video, the YouTuber was told that his girlfriend shouldn't go running around this area on her own. So like Camps Bay, Clifton, Sea Point, they're all very, very safe areas. They're very wealthy areas, and if you come here you'll see plenty of girls running around on their own, go for a run in the morning. And a lot of, not all of the locals, some of the locals will share stories that aren't their own personal experiences. It's just exaggerations of what South Africa can be like. So Cape Town itself is generally very safe. Over the other side of the mountains, just over there, there is something called the Cape Flats, where you've got like Khayelitsha, Guguletu, Felipe, all the different townships, and these were areas where during the apartheid the population who weren't white were pushed out and relocated over there, and those are what you would imagine as more the dangerous areas. But when I lived here, I spent most of my days doing charity work and stuff over in those townships, and from my own personal experience, most of the people there are very kind, they're very friendly, and they just want what the rest of us want as well, just a happy life with a happy family and food on the table. So even if you go, well, when I was working in these townships, I never once saw another white person apart from the people I was working with in the townships. So when I see on these videos and stuff, and from the conversations we've had with some Afrikaner couples during this trip, is that the stories that they tell aren't their own personal experience. So for example, this couple we met in a campsite in one of our episodes, they were talking about how in townships the black people are just shooting everybody and anything. Well, obviously from my experience from working in townships, that's just not the case. And so I asked them, I said, oh, but you guys have never been to a township, have you? And they're like, oh no, of course not. So there's just these stories that circulate, and people use it as a bit of a fear mongering stories to scare and to blame a lot of the problems of South Africa on the black people, which I think is very unfair. And yeah, it's just a sad reality that there is crime here, and there is reason to be cautious. But generally, if you're coming to South Africa and you're coming to like places like Camps Bay, Clifton, and other parts of Cape Town that aren't townships, you're going to be very, very safe. You won't really see anything bad happening. So just bear that in mind. So just some tips if you are coming to Cape Town. For example, locking your car doors when you're driving. Most cars here in South Africa do it themselves, so as soon as you start driving the cars will lock, but just be aware, like, locking your car doors so no one can open them. At night time, try to avoid driving, but obviously Cape Town is still very safe to drive at night time. But if you are driving at night time, one tip is to leave a little bit of space when you get to the robots, traffic lights, behind the car in front or whatever, so if something does happen you can pull away and escape without getting boxed in. Hiding your valuables in the car. I mean, this is all stuff that we should do in the UK anyway, like making sure that you don't have valuables left in your car, because they will, anywhere in any city in the world you're probably going to get broken into in that. And one of the things I would say is, like, you've probably got more reason to be scared of the baboons in Cape Town than you have of people. It's a very chilled city, it's a very nice city. Most of the time, most people aren't going to ever go to the townships, so all the statistically dangerous places are in the Cape Flats. You're not going to be going there. It's, you can do tours to townships, but it's just where people live. I don't know if it's like a bit of dark tourism, like going and sleeping in the Chernobyl exclusion zone. I don't know if it's something like that, where people find it kind of exciting to go to what's perceived as a dangerous area. But it's just where people live. There's gangs there, and there is bad things that happen there. And I have seen bad things happen there before, but I've never personally had my personal safety really feel that threatened. So it's just using common sense and just being a bit streetwise, and making sure that when you do come, you do follow certain things, like looking like you're confident when you're walking on the streets and stuff, and just being aware of your surroundings, and just have a good time, speak to the locals, be polite to people, and you'll have a great time here in Cape Town. So guys, we have a few hours now left in Cape Town just to enjoy these beautiful beaches, the warm, beautiful weather before flying back to the UK. And sadly, that is the end of this incredible overlanding adventure that we've had. It's been a very incredible month. We're very exhausted. We're very ready to sleep for a week now, and we can't wait to start putting all of the content that we created together to share with you guys. We're going to be writing about all of our experiences on our website, so there's plenty of things that we haven't included in these videos that we've done before on our previous adventures to South Africa. So there will be lots of detail and all of our knowledge about South Africa included in those guides, and we hope you've enjoyed this video series. It's just been incredible, hasn't it?
Yeah, I can't believe it's come to an end. It's felt like we've been here for ages, well, which we have, but we've had such a good time, lots of good memories, already making plans to come back because we loved it so much, and there were so many things along the way that we wish we could have squeezed in, but it was such a long drive. We had to be sensible with picking and choosing where we could go. But yeah, we'd really recommend doing the route that we did. I don't think there would be anything in particular that we would change?
No. I think just being in South Africa, because it's a country that has such a big place in our hearts, it's always just an adventure coming here and just such a magical place to be. We love the people, we love the landscapes, the wildlife has been absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And we've just seen so much and done so much. We've squeezed so much in. We would have exploded if we didn't fit any more in. So we've done as much as our capacities can manage, and that is the end of this trip.
The end. But stay tuned for future trips. We've got quite a few exciting things planned for the next
few months
or so, coming up into late spring, early summer. So that's exciting. We've got more things to look forward to, and yeah, we really hope you enjoyed watching this series. So let us know in the comments what you enjoyed the most about this trip. Did you have a specific episode that you enjoyed the most? And yeah, don't forget to subscribe for future trips that we go on. We love sharing them with you guys, and we'll make sure that in the links below we've got the link to our website, which will have all of our guides going up on there soon. You can also subscribe to our newsletter, so you'll be notified of when they all come out. So yeah, so that's it really, and we'll see you guys all in the next one.
See ya.